Okay, now let's take a look at number 12. So we're given the amount of tea drank by each Liberal Party, and first we're asked to complete the table. So here's the kilogram of tea price. Here's the price and the quantity, and we need to get the revenue then for each one. So this part is pretty simple. Your revenue for Liberals is going to be the price times the quantity for each level. Same thing with Conservatives and NDP. It's just going to be the quantity times the price over here. And then your total revenue is just going to be all three combined, added up. So, what single price should the firm charge everyone if it wants to maximize its total sales revenue? And what will be its total revenue? So, over here everything is filled in. So, if it wants to charge one price to everybody to maximize its total revenue, we'll look over here. And again, this is just the Liberals' revenue, Conservative revenue, and NDP revenue added together. To maximize total revenue, you look for the highest one, which is the 115.20, and that corresponds to a price of $4.80. So that's what it should charge if it wants to maximize total revenue. Now, Part C, we're going to assume they're allowed to price discriminate and charge each party a different amount. So what would it charge each one? So for Liberals, it's going to try to maximize the revenue just from the Liberals, and that's going to be $29.40, so it's going to charge Liberals $4.20. The highest revenue for Conservatives is to $38.40, so it's going to charge them $4.80. And NDP, the highest revenue here is $48.60, and that corresponds to a price of $5.40. So that's the price it would charge, and then to get the total revenue, you're just going to add the three revenues together to get $116.40. This is the main reason I picked this question. What is the price elasticity of demand for these three groups between the price of $6 and $5.40? So between these two prices. So it's just bringing in something we did in the previous chapter. So if you can remember, the price elasticity of demand is the percent change in quantity demanded divided by the percent change in price. And in order to get the percent change in quantity demanded, it's the change in quantity demanded over the average quantity demanded. You multiply that figure by 100. And the percent change in price is the change in price over the average price multiplied by 100. So for quantity demanded, for Liberals, and I'll just work it out for the Liberals, but it's the same for the other ones, or same process. The change in quantity demanded, so from $6 and $5.40, the change is, well, we're going to take the larger quantity first, so 5 minus 4, and then you do the average of those, so 5 plus 4, and then you divide that by 2, and you multiply that number, that full number then by 100, and you're going to get 22.22. The average, so the change in the price over the average price, well, the price is from $6 to $5.40. The average price is $6 plus $5.40, and then you divide that by 2. So you divide the 6 minus $5.40 by the average. Then you multiply that by 100 to get the percent change in your price, which is $10.53. So then you divide that, so the 22.22 divided by the 10.53 is 211. So I know I should have, as I'm reading it out here now, I'm thinking you're not going to follow along with that, but I should have written it down so I could have walked you through it. But it's the formula that we learned previously. You're just going to go ahead and use your change in price, change in quantity demanded. Your change in price is going to stay the same for each one, but your quantity demanded is going to go from 5 to 4, 6 to 7, and 9 to 8. So here they just have the answer and not the calculation. And then, what is the relationship between elasticity and the price charged? So the greater the elasticity, what happens to the price charge? Is the greater the elasticity, is it the higher the price charged or the lower the price charged? So the greater the elasticity, the lower the price that is charged. So that's mentioned in the textbook, and it's always going to be it's always going to hold true. The greater elasticity, the lower the price that's going to be charged.